Hello. Welcome to Sky Bite Size with me, Dan Cox. Once again, as always, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you are here, please give us a like. If you haven't subscribed, please do that. So we had a couple of videos about the overhaul and all that. It was a bit of a I don't know, so much going on, weren't there? I was glad it was done with, to be honest. But anyway, the overhaul's finished. We picked our teams. So I thought I'd just do a little video and show you my team and all that, because we talked about it and I thought people might be interested. So if you are, we'll get into it. But anyway, so we're recording this Sunday, the 6th of Feb. This was the ownership this morning. As you can see, no real surprises there, is there? Cancelo top. Again, I'm not going to go through all these, you can look yourself, but Cancelo, Bowen, Trent, Laporte, Gallagher, Pope, Salah, Ronaldo, Rafinha, Webster, Van Dijk. They were the top 10 or 11 there. As I said before, really easy to make a team using 11 of these top 20 players. And most people that I've sort of spoke to have got sort of 9, 10, even 11 of them. So there is a real template now, which that's why I'm not really a fan of the second overhaul, because it is just, we'll pick the same players, the same teams, and we'll sort of stay where we are. You can only sort of hope that your transfer count can get you high now, but really condenses the leaderboard in sort of now, and just we're all got the same teams, so there's not much movement, which is, unless you're going to go for a few differentials and a different captain here and there. But anyway, that's the top 1,000 ownership. Have a look at FF stuff, you can see it all there yourself. Get on to my team. No surprises here, it's pretty boring. So Pope and goal, brilliant clean sheet yesterday. I was hoping he was going to get star man, but I'll take the tier 2 saves, and great start. Double Man City, double Liverpool, so Cancelo, Laporte, Van Dijk, Trent. Put in Webster as well because he's cheap, although by all accounts he was pretty dreadful yesterday. But I think he's going to be all right, and if he isn't, we can deal with that as and when. Gallagher, just for ownership. Bowen, captaincy options. Went for Norgard, just thought he was cheap. Hopefully he'll carry on with the tackle bonus. He's, 6.2. I'd rather have him. Like, people spoke about Ramsey and had Ramsey, but just, I think Norgard's should tick over more nicely, and I can see Ramsey getting just 2-pointers each week, So that was that. Haven't got Rafinha. Hadn't had Rafinha at all, really, apart from at the start of the season. One, because I just didn't think Leeds would do any good, so I've been sort of right there because they haven't done any good. My only problem is Rafinha is the two or three times people had him as captain absolutely killed me with getting like 90-minute penalties and doing a sort of 20-odd pointer, so that hurt. But yeah, no, I hadn't gone for him, and he's the only highly owned one I don't have. And then Ronaldo and Salah up top. I switched that around for about 10 minutes to go on Saturday. I did have Ronaldo and Kane, because I don't think Salah would start Thursday. Tonight's gone into extra time, so he's played at like 120 minutes about 4 times in the last how many weeks, so I doubt he does start Thursday now. But I did want Kane, but when I just looked at the ownership, Salah was, he was quite high, wasn't he? And Ronaldo, like, I don't really want Ronaldo, but the games Manchester United got, you're just going to have to captain him, so I'll keep him for 3 or 4 games, then move him on for Kane probably. But I didn't want to do it, so yeah, no, my luck. Kane scored a couple of goals yesterday, and probably get a couple against Southampton Wednesday, is it? So that's my only worry now. But it just didn't work for me to go from, like, if I had Kane and then Salah did start, I'd had to do like Ronaldo to Kane, Ronaldo to Salah, then Kane to Ronaldo, and I did just use 2 or 3 transfers, and if Kane hadn't scored against Southampton like 20 points or something like that, and I wouldn't have captained him, so I didn't have him in. So there we are. Just looking ahead for the fixtures this sort of midweek. So Tuesday, Newcastle, Everton, West Ham, Watford, Burnley, Manchester United. I'm on Bowen myself as captain. Could go Ronaldo if he starts. Doubt I'll go Nick Pope, but could be a shout. If Manchester United haven't been great at all, have they really? So if you fancy another Burnley clean sheet, he could be a bit of a differential. But I think Bowen will be the most highly owned, highly selected captain. On to Wednesday, Man City, Brentford, Spurs v Southampton, Norwich v Palace, Villa versus Leeds. Cancelo, if he starts, would be the main captain, I think. Obviously, if you got Kane, could be a good shout against Southampton. Norwich Palace, Gallagher, I can't see you going for him as captain, but if you want to, he's an option. And Villa Leeds, if you got any Villa or Leeds again, could do, but not for me really. Like, the safe play is Cancelo, but that's what everyone else will be doing. So if you do want to go up the leaderboard or try something different, then you're going to have to go away from Cancelo, but risky. And then Thursday, Liverpool versus Leicester, Wolves against Arsenal. As you can see, like, the ownership of Trent, it'd be very popular if Salah's back. Obviously he will, but I can't see it. But at least we get to see the lineup, so and a lot of people have got Salah. So if you got Salah and you don't start, there was like, let me just check his ownership again. So what was his ownership on? He's on 73% ownership. So if he misses out, you're not the only one with him. That's it really. That was just it. Just wanted to just give him a team out in case anyone was wondering. And just look at the fixtures for this week. Not a lot to talk about because we just had the overhaul. So we should all be set really, unless you where to check the news on Brozier. He might be out for a while now. So if you have got him, I think he was in about 7% of the top 1,000 teams. But I have to check that out. But yeah, if you got him, then you might have to take him out. That's unfortunate because Leicester have gone out of the cup. They might be getting some games coming in now, but I always just like to wait to see what these games are going to be first. So that talked about before, that Wolves versus Leeds game. So that will be on that weekend. So on the Friday, I think, unless it might change, I don't know. But that's something to bear in mind if you ain't got any Wolves or Leeds. That might happen. But again, I like to just wait for him to come out. People like Ian Parrin and stuff like that, check him on Twitter because he'll be able to set you straight. Even Ben Crellin, will these fixtures come in? He sort of seems to be on that. But for me, I'm just going to wait now. I don't need to make any moves to my team now. So I'm just going to sit with it now, get to the weekend, and then start seeing what's happening. And yeah, can deal with these games as and when they get slotted in. So just keep an eye on it really. But hope you had a good weekend. If you had Pope, brilliant start. If you didn't, unlucky. But if you had De Gea, then maybe might keep a clean sheet for you midweek and get some of them points back. So anyway, hope you're all sorted with your team, and be back later on this week looking ahead at the weekend. So again, thanks for tuning in, and catch you again at the end of the week.